What's up, Dunk Squad? It's Wayne Duncan, No Vision Duncan, and we're back with year 3 of the Madden 22 Green Bay Packers realistic rebuild. If you tune in to part 2, disappointing season from the Green Bay Packers. We didn't make the playoffs, even though we had 9 wins. We lost the last 3 games of the season. As we expected to make the playoffs, the goddamn Detroit Lions ended up, and I called it. I said they would win the division, as they did good in the rebuild that we did with them before this rebuild. But the Lions ended up winning the division. We missed out, didn't even make the damn playoffs. I expected to make the playoffs. I expected to win the division. I expected to get to at least the NFC Championship game or the division round last season. But, you know, we had the little slim down roster as we still are fighting the cap room for money. But with all that being said, man, let's waste no more time. Let's go ahead and meet this roster before the preseason as we finally have a full roster. You see there in the corner, we had 62 out of 75. Quarterback, we got my birthday twin still, Aaron Rodgers, which could be the final season. Even though we gave him that extension, he played okay last season. I thought he should have been, actually he played outstanding. Should have been MVP in 2021. But with 2 years left on his contract, with us missing the playoffs last season and not winning another Super Bowl, it might be time to go to Jordan Love next season, as we did pick up the 5th-year option on Jordan Love, as this team could totally look different going into next season if this season is a big failure. And then look at this. Scotty Ferrara, right? Quarterback that we took in the 6th round. Just drafting him, like, you know, we need more depth, you know, just in case we move on from Jordan Love, just in case we decide to move on from Aaron Rodgers. I want another quarterback 3 or quarterback 2. And out of nowhere, hidden Dev Trey. And look at the disrespect. You can't wear that number, my boy. That number is retired. Brett Favre, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What are you thinking, bro? You can have number 6, not no damn number 4. That is reserved for the legend Brett Favre, who took my Minnesota Vikings to the NFC Championship game. Boy, we should have won the Super Bowl that year. But yeah, we got another hit of death quarterback, and that just makes it even more confusing when it comes to the quarterback. Which one of these guys is going to be our quarterback of the future? Is it going to be Scotty Ferrara? Is it going to be Jordan Love? Or are we going to rock out with Aaron Rodgers till the wheels fall off? Then look at that running back. Aaron Jones, banged up last season, right? Didn't get 1,000 yards. Got a good running back who could be a running back 1 in A.J. Dillon behind him with his contract coming up. So which one of these guys is kind of like the Jordan Love, Aaron Rodgers situation? Both Aarons could be out of here, could be out of Green Bay next season. Both of them. So don't know what we're going to do there, as Kylan Hill has been impressive with us. Still got Bryce Love here, who came from the practice squad last season. So I love our running back room, but man, what do we do with Aaron Jones if he doesn't perform this season? Kobe Williams at fullback. And then Alan Lazard. Now, this dude, ever since we traded Devontae Adams, even the season that we did have Devontae Adams, balled out. 93 catches, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. Right? Last season broke out. Took over the Devontae Adams role. 107 catches, almost 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns, Pro Bowl, got superstar dev. And what does Madden do? What does Madden do? They strip him, and he's back down to star. Now, we have him under contract for 3 years. I thought about moving him as well, but I think I want to keep him because he's been good for us. Because we took Marcus Cook, yes, if this is Aaron Rodgers' final season in Green Bay, I want to try to do the best. You know, I want to do everything for him and make him happy, as we finally drafted a wide receiver in the 1st round in Marcus Cook, who's kind of like the same build, big body receiver like Alan Lazard. So you got both of them big bodies on the outside. And then we got Christian Schillinger, who we took in the 4th round last year, fast white boy. He had 1,000 yards as a rookie. But then look at this. In the 3rd round this year, we double-dipped that receiver, took Zach Sellers, right? Almost same speed as Schillinger, but he's 1 year younger. He has 1 point better overall, and he's a better slot receiver than Schillinger, who's more of a deep threat. So we got 2 big body receivers, a great slot receiver, and a great deep threat. 4 great receivers. So if this is Aaron Rodgers' final season in Green Bay, we're surrounding him with a lot of talent. Even though we don't have Devontae Adams no more, a lot of options at wide receiver. We even still got Amari Rogers down here, the other A. Rogers. So a lot of weapons to throw to. Gronk, who we signed last season after losing Rob Tonyan, he was great last season. Still got DeGuara. We drafted this guy, James Harrell, to be more of like a blocking bet, but I think he's actually a possession type, but he's also vertical threat. But 6'3", 273, another weapon. And also to help out in the running game, David Bakhtiari at left tackle. Elton Jenkins, we got that elite left side. And then look at this. Josh Myers, right? Started center last season. Gave up 6 sacks. Now, that's terrible. That's terrible when it comes to the center position in Madden. So what we did is we went and drafted this guy, Charles Ford, who's 3 years younger, and he's already better in overall. So they're going to compete for that starting job at center. Then at right guard, we got Ryan James, who started last season. Got Royce Newman here, who could go in the trade block because we're not really using him. He's like our extra lineman. And then right tackle, we got John Runyon, who had a decent season last season. Buchanan had a decent rookie season last season. Damon Harrison really didn't do much. We definitely need to upgrade that position if he does not break out in the second season. Kenny Clark at defensive tackle. TJ Slayton still there. Rashawn Gary. I'm surprised Madden actually let him keep his superstar dev trait, as he had 11.5 sacks. I think he led the team in sacks last season. Also 13 TFLs. Middle linebacker Devondre Campbell and Chris Barnes still there. Dennis Harris, who was I think he was our first round pick this season. Second round pick. That's right. We took the receiver in the first round. What am I talking about? What do I know? But we got a pass rusher to replace Preston Smith. Cornerback Jair Alexander, Eric Stokes, and then Corbett, who we took last year, and Spellman, who we took last year. So I love our secondary room. Free safety, and then at the back end you got Darnell Savage and Adrian Amos. Kicker, we got Owen Keenan, who we drafted last season, and we brought back my boy Corey Bohorquez now that we have a little bit more money. But that is the team, that is the roster, that is the squad. We do got some position battles. Like I said before, Josh Myers and the rookie center at center, they're going to battle out for that starting role. We got the receivers, who's going to be wide receiver 3, even wide receiver 1. I know Alan Lazard has been great for us, but we took Cook in the first round. So, they're both going to get a lot of targets, but we got some position battles going on, even tight end too with DeGuara and the rookie tight end. So a lot of positions open. And let's go ahead and simulate the preseason as we bench most of our starters. We bench Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, guys like that. We don't want them getting hurt in the preseason. And what does it say? Player meet and improve a rookie. And it is, all right, that's David Bakhtiari, and he's talking about Ryan James, our starting right guard. Let's do run blocking. I forgot. I think he's agile, so we'll do power. We'll do power so he can get a little bit stronger. And then let's go ahead and let's simulate this. Didn't mean to go there. Let's simulate this week, and then we'll go into the depth chart and allow the other guys to get some more reps at the positions that are up for grabs. We got a camp standout, and we got David Bakhtiari following up with Ryan James, the right guard. All right, so Bakhtiari is going to take him under his wing, and we do have a camp standout. Interested to see who this may be, and it is Dennis Harris, which is our second round pick edge rusher, replacing Preston Smith. We're going to do tackling. As his IQ, he's going to get higher IQ, through his years in the league. And then let's go ahead to the depth chart. As we're undefeated, we're 2-0 right now in the preseason. As we're going to play Scotty Ferreira, we're going to play Bryce Love, we're going to play Zellers and Amari Rogers over Schillinger. We're going to put in Cook over Lazard. Tight end, we're going to put Harold over DeGuara. Also going to put this guy in, Desmond Bartell, who we took last season. Center, we're going to put Ford over Josh Myers. And I think that might be all the positions that we had for competition. Yeah, I think that's it. Then we're good now. Let's go ahead and simulate to find the preseason game so we can get on to the regular season as we kick off the season against the Denver Broncos. Let's see if we can go undefeated, though, in the preseason. We got the Chiefs. You know, it's always hard to beat them, but the backups are playing, and they still drop 30 on us, 30-15. We lose. Only got to cut 9 players. We're going to check out the stats before we make any cuts. And Ryan James gets 10,000 XP learning from David Bakhtiari. As we're going to upgrade the team, even if these are some players that might get cut, at least you get upgraded before you get cut, before you're out of a job. It's like a little bonus check before you get cut. But let's go ahead and look at the stats. As not tight end, but Scotty Ferrara, 5 touchdowns, 1 pick, outplaying Jordan Love. Maybe Jordan Love is not ready to take that step. Maybe I said we weren't going to keep both this whole rebuild. It was either going to be Rodgers or Jordan Love to go. And with the draft pick of Ferrara, man, he just made it more interesting. Kylan Hill had a great preseason. So did A.J. Dillon. Bryce Love did not. He averaged 1.8. Receiver Zellers. Yeah, he's gonna play. He is gonna play in the slot. Ryan James gave up 2. Both centers played well. Now that I don't like that because it makes it harder now. Like, who the hell do I start? Ford is better overall wise, younger as a rookie. Myers had a terrible season last season, but they both played great in the preseason. Now, Ford, what's impressive is Ford played more downs, and still didn't give up a sack. So maybe I go off of that. And then Chris Barnes led the team in tackles. TFLs was Garvin, Blair Buchanan, Harrison, the DNs. Harris, the rookie, he had a sack and a pick. I think he's going to have a great season. Corbett should have a great second season at cornerback. Keenan as well, second season as a kicker. But Jorquez, glad to have him back on the team after taking a year off. But let's go ahead and make our cuts, man. I think I got a good feel of how we're going to set up the depth chart. As Jordan Love might be in trouble, we're keeping Scotty Ferrara on the active roster. Going to keep Bryce Love for now. After Amari Rodgers and Wilkinson, this guy Dwight Williams, he's actually a great return man. So we're going to put Adam Robinson, my long lost brother from another mother. P.S. Got a lot of tight ends. I think maybe we cut Daphne. Keep him. You know what? We'll keep him. Bartell, practice squad. Reeves, practice squad. So the tight ends are going to take up most of our roster cuts, which is good. It's a good thing. Steven Wortell, 1 more year on the practice squad. Now, we don't have a backup guard or backup right tackle, but Royce Newman and Myers, who's probably going to be our backup center, those are good options. So we have extra linemen. Defensive end, kind of weak as the backup. Defensive tackles were kind of weak. Matt Taylor can go on the practice squad. And then I think we have a lot of cornerbacks. I think McKinney and Means can go. We might keep – no, we're going to get rid of both of them. Not get rid of them, but demote them to the practice squad. And that should be all of the cuts. And we should have a full roster now going into the regular season. We already upgraded. Oh, we still got to cut 1 more person. I thought all those tight ends might have did it. But we do got to cut 1 more person. And that lucky person might be that D tackle. Do I really need 4 tight ends? I don't. I don't need them. I'd rather keep the extra wide receiver as a special teamer. And let's go ahead and adjust the lineup, reorder this depth chart, and get on with year 3 of this Packers rebuild. As I expect playoffs, damn it. I expect playoffs. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go to the depth chart. As Aaron Rodgers, could be the last season. And then Jordan Love, this could be his last season. We got Scotty Ferrara, Aaron Jones could be his last season. It's this year's Super Bowl or bust for us. Definitely Super Bowl or bust. Dylan, DeGuara, put Harold there actually. Lazard, Cook. Now we're going to start Schillinger over Zellers, but Zellers is going to be a slot. That's how we're going to set it up. And then our backup left tackle, going to go Newman as our extra lineman for everything. Newman. We're going to start Ford over Josh Myers. Newman. And then over here, I guess we can put Newman again. He's going to be like our swing tackle, backup O-line, our 6th offensive lineman, basically. D tackle, we got Slayton, yep. Gary. The defense looks set. And everything else should be good. I mean, Spellman, that's what I want to do. Backup safety. We're going to play Spellman there a little bit. And at the strong safety position, Spellman's the backup. He's our 4th cornerback. Special teamers, now we're going to go with White Boy Schillinger and cornerback Spellman. Punt return can be, who the hell did I just say? Schillinger and Spellman. Punt return can be Zellers, Dwight Williams, and Bryce Love. Kickoff start will be, I guess we could go Bojorquez. Long snapper will be Elton Jenkins. We'll put Josh Myers up there and Newman behind Elton Jenkins. Third down back will be Aaron Jones. They got Bryce Love. Let's do A.J. Dillon and Kylan Hill. Power back will be Dillon, Jones, Kylan Hill. Slot receiver will be Zellers, Rogers, and Schillinger. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. And then Rashawn Gary, Dennis Harris, Kenny Clark, Harrison and Buchanan, sub linebacker Campbell, McDuffie. I'm straight with that. And then slot corner Corbett Spellman, and they got Vernon Scott here. I guess it's gonna have to work, but that's the team. The way we have it set up. Let's get on to the regular season, man. As we play the Denver Broncos, a team that, if y'all saw my Broncos rebuild a while ago, that's the team before they got rushed from us, from the Hawks. I had Aaron Rodgers going to the goddamn Broncos, but it didn't happen that way. Let's check out this camp standout. I think it's our rookie edge rusher. See if he can go up. I don't know his dev trait. He is hidden dev. But the season goal, even with Matt LaFleur, job on the line, playoffs. First year last year, not making the playoffs as a head coach of the Green Bay Packers. But we're 81 overall, 84 defense, 79 offense. Let's see if we can kick off the season with the win. Should be able to win this damn division. It's the NFC North. And we win 35-24, so a great start. Great start. Let's see, we passed the ball well. We did turn the ball over. They didn't. But we were up 21-7, so we got off to a good start. And Aaron Rodgers, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack, 25 of 33, very efficient. Aaron Jones got the average 2.9. What's going on, man? But Gronk, 9 catches, 115 yards, 4 touchdowns, turning back the clock. And then the rookie Cook in his debut, 7 catches, 84 yards, and a touchdown. Alan Lazard, 6 catches. Zellers, only 3 catches for 19 yards. Ford does give up a sack. Rashawn Gary, Kenny Clark. Bojorquez inside the 20 once. Camp standout. Let's check it out really quick, as that weekly award probably is going to Aaron Rodgers with those 5 touchdowns. And we always see that I felt poised bullshit. It's always the same script. But let's check out the weekly award. Should go to Aaron Rodgers. And Rashawn Gary, 10 tackles, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Let's go. We dominated the NFC. in week 1. Breakout player scenario could be Rashawn Gary trying to go up to X Factor. I would love that. If he can have that same performance that he just did, he'll get it. He'll get it. Really confident in him. I think he can get it done. TJ Slayton Jr. is back from injury. Regional focused scouting. Let's do that. And I didn't even, my bad. Y'all ain't even look at the prospects for the next class coming up, as there is some quarterbacks, offensive linemen, D linemen, some more quarterbacks. Definitely could go on the D line right in if the second year guy doesn't step up this season. But let's go ahead and simulate week 2. We get TJ Slayton back from injury. See if we can beat the Raiders on the road. Everybody in the NFC North won in week 1, so everybody's 1-0. And we get our asses kicked by the Raiders 38-14. We got thraxed. We couldn't stop the run. We turned the ball over. Derek Carr had himself a day. 2 picks from Aaron Rodgers. A.J. Dillon is outperforming Aaron Jones. Lazard, 100 yards on a touchdown. Cook, that's 2 games in a row where he's had a touchdown. 2 sacks for Kenny Clark. Rashawn Gary did have a half a sack for the rookie Harris. And Keenan misses a field goal. And we just didn't show up. We didn't show up that game in week 2 against the Raiders. It's okay, though. Probably needed a game like that to humble us a little bit. But the mock draft is out, and they have us projected to take a cornerback. I think we're good in the secondary, man. We don't need no goddamn cornerback, as we're 4 deep at corner, and we got 2 really good safeties. Breakout player scenario. Let's find out if Rashawn Gary hit it. He's upset. I'm not that upset about it. He's still a superstar. Devs could get X Factor at the end of the season if he has a great season. Bakhtiari got hurt last game, I guess. As I think Schillinger is going to go back in the slot because Zellers is not doing it. And I think that's it. I think I'm going to go back to him. And everything else is set. I thought about putting Cook over Lazard, but we'll keep it like that for now. And let's simulate against the Vikings. See if we can beat them. They're 1-1 also. And we lose 20-13. 2-game losing streak. What's going on? Especially with this off. Why can't we run the ball? And Aaron Jones better watch himself, because if y'all saw the Lions rebuild, I was not afraid to trade DeAndre Swift. And it worked out. We won the trade. Traded him within the division to the Bears. I will trade Aaron Jones, not within the division, but I will trade his ass. I will trade him. He needs to get the running game going. Aaron Rodgers was better than him on the ground. Lazard, 80 yards. There we go. Put Christian Schillinger back in the slot. And White Boy gets a touchdown off rip. So let's go. Bakhtiari. Rashawn Gary now all of a sudden he wants to get a sack. Should have did that last week. Perfect field goal kicking. But we are 1-2. 2-game losing streak. Lose a division game to the Vikings. We have somebody back from injury. Don't know who it is. Must have been Lazard or Cook. I didn't even look at the injury. God damn it. Yeah, we need a defensive end. I'm probably gonna play TJ Slayton because we don't have a good backup right in. So, I mean, we got George Bass Knight, who the hell that is, but we'll go TJ Slayton. We'll go TJ Slayton and then rush D tackle to make sure that he is in, and he actually is. So that's fine. TJ Slayton finally getting a chance to get some reps. 340 pounds, too, big boy. 1-2 though. We got the 2-1. Oh my God, bro, what the fuck is going on? 1-3. 2 turnovers, most likely from Aaron Rodgers. Oh, man. Yeah. We lose to Kyle Allen. This might be the season. Aaron Jones is not running the ball. Cook is dominating. Zellers gets 4 catches and a touchdown. Schillinger, that must mean an injury to Lazard. Andre Campbell. What's going on with the running game, bro? We get Jair Alexander and Garvin back from injury. Let's simulate against the Eagles. They're 2-2. Bears top of the division at 3-1, and we finally get off that horrible losing streak. We needed that. We definitely needed that dub right there. Going into the bye week, we finally was able to run the damn ball. You see what happens when we can run the ball? We get different results, and those results are wins. 2 touchdowns, no picks from Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why Baker Mayfield keeps going to the Eagles in these damn rebuilds. But there you go. Aaron Jones, 96 yards. A.J. Dillon, that 1-2 punch. Alan Lazard, 2 touchdowns. Cook, 68 yards. He's having a great season as a rookie. I'm glad that we're using all 4 receivers. And then we had a pick for Campbell and Barnes, both middle linebackers, 55-yarder for Owen Keenan as we go 2-3 into the bye week. And then let's go ahead and look at Adrian Amos back from injury. We are at the bye week, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade the team as Dennis Harris. Going to try to make him a scheme fit. He is still hidden, so we still don't know. Ferrara played in the preseason a little bit. I want to see if he's been revealed. He has not. And Cook, he's played enough. He should have been revealed already. We're going to keep him physical. No, he's not an X factor because we don't see the logo. But damn, that's right. We only played 6 games. So, or week 6. Yeah, 6 games. 5 games. Can't count. But let's go ahead and look at the contracts that we have to sign. Darnell Savage. Yep. And we have no money. So some way we're going to have to find money to bring back John Runyon. We might not have enough money to bring him back. So it looks like we might lose Dillon, Savage, and Runyon. Damn. Losing a lot of people, man. No money. I mean, some money should free up, like, let's say if Gronk retires or somebody, or if we release a couple of people. But we're 2-3. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team, so we're going to worry about no contract extensions this season, at least during the regular season. But 3-3, Chargers, we're still in it. I mean, the Bears are dominating right now. I hope it's not that situation where it's like a new division winner every single year. Vikings have been last the past 2 seasons. Lions won it from us last season. We won it from the Lions the first season. So it looks like it's the Bears' turn. But let's see if we can get a win against Justin Herbert and the Chargers. And we do. 33-27. That game could have went into overtime. Looks like one of those overtime scores. Close game, though. But 2-game winning streak. It did not go into overtime. And we ran the ball, but we did not pass the ball. But it looks like the running game is starting to get going. We got 5 sacks on, man. Aaron Jones is probably out of here. Marcus Cook, breakout game for him. And it looks like Alan Lazard, yeah, I think Madden was justified in taking the superstar dev trait from him because he's not following up. Corbett with a pick. And I think Madden, sometimes they do it. Sometimes they have a good reason. Like in real life, if somebody has a breakout season, they could be a one year wonder. You never know; they might not do it again, and he's not doing it. So, I mean, yeah, he doesn't deserve superstar dev right now. So I completely understand why they knocked him back down to star. But looking at the mock draft, they have us taking a goddamn cornerback. Go on the D line, right end, left end, D tackle, something makes more sense. But we get David Bakhtiari. He's been banged up this season. I want to look at the lineup just to see if the background is not blue anymore for a couple of our rookies, as Cook is still blue. And Harris comes out as a star. Okay, so we know he's a star. Don't know what Cook is yet. But we have a TV game against the Vikings, who already beat us. This is a very important game. We can't let them get the brooms and sweep us. So we need to win this game. And let's see if we can win against the Vikings on the road in Minnesota. And we beat them 28-14. And we are on a little winning streak now. Turning up. We started slow. Now we're getting hot at the right time. We're running the ball. Running game's going. 4-touchdown performance from Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Jones, that's more like it. I still want to see 100 yards from him. Schillinger, he's having a great season. He's proven that, last year, 1,000-yard rookie season was not a fluke, and us drafting that third-round guy means not a damn thing, because he's actually playing better than Zach Sellers. I'm glad we're still getting him, some targets. Look at that 27-yard bomb. 2 touchdowns for Gronk. A.J. Dillon had a receiving touchdown. Half a sack for Kenny Clark. Shamar Jean Charles. He's like our 5th cornerback getting an interception. He's like a 65, 62, something like that overall, making an impact. As we are 4-3, fighting back in the NFC North, but we do have 2 injuries, and it's fuck, man. So, the Charles Ford one isn't bad. We can go right back to Josh Myers. We get Damon Harrison back next week. Then Vernon Scott, back up free safety. He's like a 6'3" overall, so not too bad. We're going to upgrade the team. Josh Myers getting that point right on time, as he's going to be starting again. And let's see if he can do good at center. And let's see if we can beat the Bears and take lead in the NFC North. Go on a 4-game winning streak. And we do. 31-21. We are on a 4-game winning streak. 2 important division wins. Same amount of rushing yards. They had 1 more turnover. Look at that 1 third-down conversion for them. We were shutting their asses down on 3rd down. 2 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. No sacks given up from the O-line. Aaron Jones not getting a lot of yards, man. But Alan Lazard, he's not doing what he did last season. Cook is getting the touchdowns. We're going to Cook as our wide receiver 1. Darnell Savage, who might not be here next year because we have no fucking money, gets an interception. And I think I'm going to go with Cook. Let's look at his depth trait to see if it's been revealed, though. If he's superstar, he's starting. He's star. But he's playing better than Lazard. And watch this backfire on me when I make the change on the depth chart. We're probably going to lose. But let's try it out. Damon Harrison is back from injury. We have the 5-4. Now, this is an important game. It's NFC playoff implications. I haven't said that in a while because I haven't made the playoffs a lot lately in these rebuilds. And we win, though, 42-21, our highest score game of the season. After I make a change at receiver, we're going a 5-game winning streak. That was a very important NFC game. We ran the ball well. No turnovers. We got a lot of turnovers from our defense. 4 touchdowns from Aaron Rodgers. No sacks given up ever since Josh Myers came back in at center. That's back-to-back weeks. 2 touchdowns for A.J. Dillon. Alan Lazard has a touchdown. 2 touchdowns for Zillinger. Gronk with the touchdown. A sack for the rookie Harris. Amos with a pick. Chris Barnes half a sack. Jair, Devondre Campbell. Let's go. Packers looking to make the playoffs after missing out last season. And we totally could have made it last season with the 9 wins. It's just how the NFC panned out, as we have Aaron Rodgers that weekly award. We're 6-3. Looking at the playoff picture, if we can, we actually can't. I thought it was up there. My bad. We get Bakhtiari. That's the 3rd time Bakhtiari has had to come back from injury. So he's starting to become injury prone as he gets older. But as you see, we're number 1 in the division. Bears right behind us. Lions falling off a little bit. And then the Vikings have been the worst team in our division. But 6-4 Ravens. We have to stop Lamar Jackson from running all over us, and we do 35-23. Don't know if we stopped them, but we got the win. That's all that matters. We got the W. 6-game winning streak, man. We did not stop them from running the ball on us, but that did not stop us from winning the game. Aaron Rodgers has done that 3 weeks in a row. 4 touchdowns, no picks, 21 of 28. Was that Jordan Love that threw it? No, that's Jarrett Stidham for them. But yeah, Aaron Jones is disappointing me. Lazard, Schillinger, Gronk, they're killing it. Campbell, sacking a pick. Jair Alexander actually getting some picks. They actually blocked one of our field goal attempts. So I'm not going to blame the kicker on that. I'm not going to count that as a miss for him. But we have a tandem breakout on defense. I didn't know they had these for defense. I thought it was just the receivers on offense. I'm going to challenge Eric Stokes. Haven't really heard his name a lot. Yeah, let's challenge Eric Stokes. As we have a TV game against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Cook is out a couple of weeks. That's great. We got receivers. We're deep at receiver. As now we can go back to Lazard as our 1, Schillinger 2, Sellers in our slot. We got Amari Rodgers 2. So yeah, we're straight. We are straight. Go Zellers in the slot. Yeah, we're good, man. We're good. We're set. TV game note against the Chiefs. Let's see if we can beat them. We're 7-3, 2 games ahead of the Bears in the division, and our winning streak just keeps on rolling. 31-28, close game. We win at Kansas City. Let's go, man. We're getting hot. We're running the ball now. We were up 17-0 at the half, and then Patrick Mahomes just turned up. Look at that, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Not enough, though. They had a slow start. We was able to hold off, get the win. 2 touchdowns from both of our running backs. A touchdown apiece, I should say. Alan Lazard has been turning up now, looking like the Alan Lazard of last season. Rashard Gary with a sack. Jair Alexander getting the pick. He's supposed to be, turning up Eric Stokes inside the 20 twice for Bajorquez. And we're at 8 wins, man. 8-3. Winning streak. Got the 4-7 Lions. They're probably going to end our streak. That's how it goes in Madden. And Eric Stokes did not get the job done, but we got the job done as a team as we get Schillinger and Charles Ford back from injury. I think Myers has been good since coming in, so we're going to actually go with Josh Myers at center. And then receiver, we're going to go with, where the hell is Cook? Oh, yeah, that's right, he's hurt. I didn't know Schillinger was out with injury. And let's go ahead and, end our streak to the Lions because they're 4-7, because that's how it goes in Madden, right? Oh, we actually win 38-14. That's actually a surprise, a shocker. Didn't expect to beat them. And our winning streak continues, and I think it's safe to say we're going to make the playoffs this year. We're running the ball. We shut their running game down. No turnovers. 5 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. No sacks given up. Ever since Josh Myers came back in at center, we've given up no sacks. Shout out to him. Shout out to him for putting the work in. Lost his job in the preseason and came back and did that. Zellers, 96 yards and a touchdown, taking advantage of the injury with Cook. With that game right there, he might be our wide receiver 3 of the future. Lazard has been playing great. 2 touchdowns from A.J. Dillon. A sack for Blair Buchanan. He's been kind of quiet. This is Devondre Campbell's having a big year, especially when it comes to interceptions. And we're looking to get double-digit wins in this next game as we take on the 5-7 Falcons. Weekly award, probably Aaron Rodgers. Yep, Aaron Rodgers, my boy. Cook is back, though, from injury. So we're going to bump down. We're going to put Schillinger in. And then, we'll go with Sellers as a slot, I guess. And then 5-7 Falcons. See if we can get our 10th win of the season here in Week 14. Winning streak still strong, and we lose. We lose 28-20. To end our little winning streak we had going. We played well, man. We could have won that game. Don't know what happened. It's just a close game. Minshew Mania. Able to stop us. Lazard, 100 yards. Touchdown for Cook in his return games. Look at that. Average 20 a catch. Touchdown for Schillinger, though. Half a sack for Kenny Clark. 2 for 2 from our field goal kicker. And 9-4 now. Not a bad record. Not a bad record. Want to look at the playoff pictures to see if we might have a chance to be the number 1 seed in the NFC. And we are the number 2 seed. So the Cowboys want to check out their record really quick just to see where they stand. And they're 9-4. We're 9-4. So we're right behind them. 49ers 8-5. We have a chance to become the number 1 seed this season. I would love for that to happen. Let's go ahead and see if we can beat the. Now, this is an important game. They're in the NFC. They're trying to make the playoffs. Let's see if we can beat them. Get to our 10th win of the season. 42-28. We get one step closer to the number 1 seed. Got to get over the Cowboys, Cowgirls. I should call them. But nice win. We shut the running game down. We did have a turnover, though. 28-7 at the half, and Aaron Rodgers is the MVP. He is the MVP right now. If this is last season, he's going out with the MVP. Zach Sellers has solidified himself as wide receiver 3 and our future slot receiver with that performance. 6 catches, 146 yards. Hell yeah. Cook, almost 100 yards. The rookie showing off. We got Schillinger with 2 touchdowns. Where the hell is Lazard? I don't know. I don't care. I actually do care, though. But 2 sacks for Dennis Harris. The rookies, man. The rookie receiver and the rookie edge rusher showing out. Chris Barnes, Damon Harrison, Darnell Savage, Amos. Let's go, man. 10 wins on the season. Looks like we're going to win the division. Looks like we're going to make the playoffs. Now can we lock down that number 1 seed? It looks like we might get the MVP and Aaron Rodgers. It's looking good. It's looking good right now. We're looking like Super Bowl contenders. We do have a new injury, though. Hopefully it's nobody important. And A.J. Dillon's going to miss the rest of the regular season. So, yeah, if we make the playoffs and hopefully get that first round bye, he'll be back for the divisional round. So, that's fine. We got Kylan Hill. We got Bryce Love. So they can come in. But let's see if we can beat the Bucs, who are 7-7. They're trying to make the playoffs. I would love to knock the Bucs out, and it looks like they're going to have a chance to try to make the playoffs. They get their 8th win of the season against us. We're starting to slow down a little bit. Could be the A.J. Dillon injury. It looks like it was 2 turnovers, though, from Aaron Rodgers, losing to Jimmy G, taking over for Tom Brady. And, yeah, we just didn't have that other backup running back. Kylan Hill didn't do much. Zach Sellers is balling. He's starting to bloom late in the season. But Aaron Jones, great receiving game, 71 yards for him. Cook, Schillinger, Lazard. Look at that. We used all 4 receivers again. Touchdown for Gronk playing against his old team. Looks like he's still playing for the Bucs. Rashawn Gary, Chris Barnes, sacks. 3 inside the 20 for Bojorquez. I'm at 10-5. We got the 5-10 Lions, have a chance to sweep them. And the damn 49ers, man. 3-way tie for that number 1 seed. It's going to come down to these last couple of games. Who's going to win their games? Who's going to lose their games? Let's go ahead and upgrade the team because the 5-10 Lions are dangerous. And let's see if we can beat them. See if we can beat the Lions. Go to 11-5. And we do. And if we can win this last game, don't know if the Cowboys or the 49ers lost their games, but the number 1 seed is on the line. We shut the running game down. No turnovers. 2 touchdowns for Aaron Rodgers. No sack. Bruh, I don't think we've given up a sack since Josh Myers came back in at center. So shout out to him. Kylan Hill, let's go. Doing his best A.J. Dillon impression. Lazard back to 100 yards. Schillinger, 7 catches, 93 yards. I love how we're using all of our receivers. Zellers, 54 and a touchdown. Bryce Love had a catch for 3 yards. Harrison and Buchanan, the ends, the second-year D ends, getting sacks. And we're one game away from trying to lock down that number 1 seed in the NFC to get a first-round bye. Let's see if the Cowboys and the 49ers lost. The Cowboys won, 49ers lost. So all we need is a Cowboys loss and a Packers win, and we get the number 1 seed. Let's check out, see who the Cowboys are playing. They are going to be playing Baker Mayfield and the goddamn 7-9 Philadelphia Eagles, but it is in Philadelphia, though. It is in Philly, so we have a chance. Marcus Cook is back from injury. That should help us win this game. But please take care of business. Win this game. Eric Stokes, maybe I should. Nah, man. Oh, Harris, that's what I need to do. Need to work on his speed rusher. Try to make him a scheme fit. He's more of a run stopper. And then Sellers, he's slot all the way. Having a great rookie season. As a wide receiver 4 at that. Wide receiver 4. And let's go ahead and win this game and hope that the Eagles can beat the Cowboys so we can lock down the number 1 seed. We win, and the fucking Cowgirls, man, they must have beaten the Eagles and they get the number 1 seed. But it's a division title for us. Double-digit wins, 12-5, so that's a success. Now, we can't afford to get bounced out in the first round like we did the first season, especially to the Vikings, who have been last in our division the past 2 seasons. Looks like the Bears were going to take over the division. They fell off. Lions went back down to reality, and the Vikings finally moved up. Man, this would be a failure of a season if we lose to their asses in the first round. But hopefully we can beat them. Let's go ahead and upgrade the team. Or Jonathan Garvin. Upgrade Jonathan Garvin. Let's take a look at our rankings. Fuck the Cowgirls, man. We were number 2 in points per game, 12 in passing yards, 15 in rushing yards, 15 in defensive points per game. We could not stop the pass this season, though. We were 27, but defensive rush, we were number 2. So number 2 points per game and number 2 stopping the run. That's great. Looking at the top performers, I was sure Aaron Rodgers was going to be up there, but Joe Burrow, Jimmy G, and Patrick Mahomes all threw 5,000 yards. Nick Chubb, Zeke Elliott, Derrick Henry, Jamar Chase, Curtis Samuel, Calvin Ridley, Vita Vea, Brian Burns, Chase Vinovich, Cameron Curl, Taylor Rapp. They've seen different names. Trey White, Taylor Rapp, Jerome Baker, Raquan Smith, Isaiah Simmons. Looking at the stats, we were 10th in offensive yards. Aaron Rodgers led the league in passing touchdowns with 49, one shy of 50. Defensive yards, we were 14th. Aaron Jones did have 1,000 yards. And it looks like we might keep him because we don't have enough money to pay A.J. Dillon, which is crazy. And then there goes Alan Lazard remaining consistent. But, yeah, MVP-worthy season for Aaron Rodgers. 67 completion percentage, 266.4 yards per game, rating 113.8. Longest pass was 68. Only gave up 23 sacks as the offensive line was just perfect. Don't like using that word, but perfect. The second half of the season. Jordan Love, 1 for 1. Rushing, Aaron Jones, there we go. 1,100 yards, averaged 4.16 touchdowns, still having those little fumble issues. It's only 1. Longest rush was 11 yards, but back to 1,000 yards. He was healthy. And that's all that matters. A.J. Dillon, 8 touchdowns, and he missed like the last 3 games of the season. And he's going to miss this playoff game. He'll be back next week if we advance. Colin Hill had 1 touchdown. Touchdown for Schillinger. Receiving, once again, Alan Lazard, over 100 catches, 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. He's a beast. Should not have lost his superstar dev. I would say that he did it once again. He proved he's not a one-hit wonder. If he goes back up to superstar dev, let him keep it. Cook, the rookie, missed a couple of games, but 60 catches, 800 yards, 5 touchdowns, not a bad rookie season. And then not a bad rookie season for Zellers. He had 46 catches, 755, and 6 touchdowns, 12 touchdowns for Gronk. And then Schillinger had 52 catches, 617 yards, and 8 touchdowns. So I love all 4 receivers chipping in. And then Aaron Jones, 3, and Dylan, 5. Amari Rodgers had 5 catches for 60 yards. James Harold and DeGuara had 2 catches. Longest reception, though, was 68 yards to Zellers. Blocking, bad year, kind of, for Ellen Jenkins. But John Runyon, great. Bakhtiari, great. Ford, he was a rookie. Royce Newman, that's bad. He came in as, like, backup. But Josh Myers, outstanding. Ryan James, outstanding. Devondre Campbell, outstanding. 5 picks. Chris Barnes, 3 sacks, 2 picks. Let's go. Eric Stokes, I don't know. Amos, 1. Corbett, 1. We couldn't stop the pass. So the secondary, yeah, it was kind of bad. But Rashawn Gary, double-digit sacks again. Darnell Savage, contract year, might be gone, just like John Ryan. Jair Alexander, though, 3 picks. The rookie Harris, 10 TFLs, 5.5 sacks, great rookie season for him. Kenny Clark, 10 TFLs, 7 sacks, great season for him. 12 TFLs for Blair Buchanan, that's great. I mean, for a 3-4 defense end, hell yeah. 3.5 sacks, 2 sacks for Damon Harrison, only 2 TFLs, need to upgrade that position. As we look at the sacks, look at the TFLs, look at interceptions. Campbell led the way. Forced fumbles. I see 3, Amos, Campbell, and Gary. We had no blocks. We had no safeties. We had no pick sixes or defensive touchdowns. We had 1 field goal that was blocked, but Keenan only missed 2. Let's go. He really only missed 1 because of the block. Bojorquez back in Green Bay averaged 53.5. Inside the 29 times, long as 73. No special teams touchdown because I didn't see any when we were checking out the games. Yearly awards, MVP Aaron Rodgers, please. Number 3. Coach of the year, we're not even on there. 12-win team, not even on there. That's rigged. But we do get offensive player of the year for Aaron Rodgers beating out Jimmy G. Defensive player